Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid, and we're jumping back into our game with early age Yomi. It is turn 23, and if you recall, we were getting ready to attack Fomoria again, though he has been just absolutely crushing us. Like last turn, I think we lost every single fight against him, which does not really happen when you have two experienced players fighting one person. Even if the other person is pretty experienced, normally if it's kind of this asymmetrical, especially when you go for kind of like a meme bless, or a pretty strong bless, and you attack them immediately and they only have like 6 provinces left, normally this doesn't happen, but this guy is doing pretty damn good. Here's your message from Abyssia for the day. Okay, so we got a lifelong protection, we got a flesh eater, a lightning spear, and a skull mentor. We found a magic site here, the Forgotten Village. I think this is a blood site. Yeah, 1 blood slave. Then we found a gorge and a brainfire brazier, and the gorge is another precious earth gem, and then it will also give us fire and death. So very nice. There were death scales here. I was thinking it was another Well of Pestilence, but this is another site that increases death. So pretty cool. We site searched that. We're going to move along. Okay, we successfully raided. I was actually expecting these raiders to get caught here. So that was good. We get the unrest pretty damn high there now. So that's actually good for us. And then we don't have much activity. We attack, where is this? Okay, yeah, this is us attacking onto the Zabalban moon. And this will just be a little massacre here. My own people trying to kill their leader. Don't you know, little Bakemono, I am your chieftain. So, anyway, that was successful. This was an assassination event. And then we had more gold events. So again, luck haters, chew on it. We've got Slinging of Accuracy. We've got 600 gold. So yeah, that was 1,500 gold between all of that. I haven't spent it all. Part of it, like I gotta build a lab here when I get this thing back. And I don't want to start any more forts. I only have enough steady state gold to produce dudes out of the forts I have. So I'm gonna, especially when I get these back and I start cranking Onishugo, I'm gonna be very, very poor. I don't think I can produce Onishugo out of all these forts, so I have to kind of pick and choose. I'm not sure. We're gonna go ahead and relinquish this one. And yeah, and then we will. Hopefully, we're gonna wait here for him to relinquish these other ones. One thing that's kind of annoying if you're doing it, you have to leave. If you have scouts or hidden units, you have to leave them on defend. If they're stealthy, they will not take the fort handoff. And I always hit N to see who I have left, and when there's nobody, that's how I know I finished the turn. So, importantly, actually, you know, we're going to redo this turn from scratch, and we'll go ahead and play through, because I accidentally put the... yeah, so this will be a longer episode. But I accidentally put Job Spell on this dude because I thought that it gave a pearl, but it doesn't. So, and I know the disease icon doesn't do anything for demons, but I'm superstitious, and I would rather have him not have that. So I've got 2 chassis I can use, and let's think through which one we want to use to kill... or not kill, to try to kill the god. I've done a lot of testing, and the best I can get is like a 50% chance I kill him, a 30% chance he kills me, and a 20% chance that he runs. And there's like a small overlapping chance somewhere in there where we kill each other because I kill him and then his horrors kill me. So, yeah. This guy is a beast, so he's going to regenerate more, which is good. But his encumbrance is kind of ridiculous. So even if we put... So if we put this armor on him, which is the only armor I think I have readily available at the moment. Did I move somebody somewhere that has it? Yeah, I don't. Okay. So, as we look at this guy, he's got 6 encumbrance with this thing on. With Summon Earth Power, we're going to get to 4 reinvigoration, so we're not fatigue neutral. So basically, I can't do that. Because not being fatigue neutral is going to be kind of game over. So while I would like to use him, I can't. The other thing is, Berserking is going to give you a bit of an or a fatigue penalty. So that's not great either. So I think the guy we're going to use is this guy. So we're going to have 22 protection to start with. And then we're going to have a Flesh Eater. He had sent me this for using this. I tested the Lightning Spear and I thought it would work because he doesn't have shock resistance. This does not get the job done. Does not get the job done. We don't hit him enough is kind of the problem. So like if we put this on 17 attack, we've got to get through 30 defense in a 1v1 situation. This isn't going to happen, even with the little imps. The thing we need is we need to get rid of his Vine Shield or his normal armor, and we're going to use this Star of Heroes for it. Yeah. The attack skill will go up a bit once we go Berserk. Okay, I think it'll go up, what is this, 3? Yeah, so I think it'll go up 3, which is pretty good. It'll go up to like 22. He's hitting, okay, once we do Iron Skin and putting on the key boots here, so we get a kick too. So these are all pretty high hitting attacks. In theory, we could kill him in 2 rounds, which if he routes, like when he's half HP, we have a decent chance to kill him because he's going to get a big defense penalty and we get one last shot at him. Because he's flying, he'll just shoot up. So that's not bad. This is going to win most of the time, but it totally could lose. I don't normally test things this much, but I've tested this like crazy because A, I want to win, you know? And B, I'm kind of shocked by how awesome this guy's Pretender is. And I've never seen it so hard to make a counter in the early game. Late game, there's always a bunch of things we could do, like Soul Slay or whatever. I can't remember if the Ethereal Crossbow works here, but anyway. So this is probably going to be our dude. We haven't scripted him yet, so we'll go ahead and give him our basic script. We are going to want Iron Skin for sure. We definitely do not want Cold Skin. Cold Weakness. So Iron Skin, Skeletal Body is not going to help here. We then want... did I already do Legions of Steel? No. We'll do Legions of Steel probably first, and then we'll do Iron Skin. And then we'll do Resist Cold. And then we'll fire at the closest. Or no, then we're going to attack. Fire will sometimes have him casting spells, which in this case I don't want, because he'll fatigue himself out and he doesn't really have anything useful to cast. So this is going to be his script, and we're going to put him at the back. He's going to come in and attack. But Kenichi is not done. Kenichi is actually going to come in. We're going to give him this Ring of Returning we got from an event. Did we already give this guy a helmet? We did. I'll go ahead and give this guy a helmet too, because, hats for everybody. If he gets hit once, I don't want him to get hit once hard in the head and get mute or something. So I think that is basically it for him. I wonder how much this would do. 21? That's not very much. Yeah, that wouldn't go through his protection. So, Okay, I think that's all we have for this guy to wear, basically. We've got this guy too. We'll probably set this guy to forging something. Now both of these guys are actually going to come in. But this guy will actually be in the front. And he is going to do something kind of nefarious. He's going to do Summon Earth Power, and then he's going to do Spirit Curse. And then after he's done Spirit Curse, then he's going to buff up so he doesn't die if instead it's just a big horde of giants patrolling there. So I think we'll do, yeah, Legions of Steel. No, I think we'll just do Iron Skin. Since we don't have the Bracers of Protection, Legions of Steel isn't quite as good. So I think we'll just do that. And then I think that's about all we care about. Now, other things we could summon Earth Elementals. Which, you know, that's not that bad. Range 25. Weakness would be making it permanently weaker. I like the idea of permanently weaker on this god. Range 25, though. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the battlefield, he's going to be here. I think the gap in between is like 15. Between where I would start and his closest starting spot would be like 15. And then this length is like 50 or something. So, or like 30. I don't know. It's kind of big. I mean, I guess we could count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's bigger than 18, I think. But I could be wrong. Or maybe it's 30 in the middle and then 18 on each side, because I know it's about 50 from here to the back. But this guy's not going to move that far. How far is he going to move? Maybe 15 squares in one turn? Yeah, we're not going to be in range with one turn to cast Weakness. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do... You know, I think our armor is actually high enough because we've got the Ring of Returning. I think we're just going to do that and then cast spells like this. And that's not great, but this is going to be... I think it'll provide just enough chaff for him to... hopefully clog up a bit more of the Dai Oni's... I mean, of the Pretender's squares. And any amount of clog up we get will get his harass penalty down. And we don't need much. Just a little bit of harass down will go a long way, because then eventually we'll hit him with this Star of Heroes, which is going to do a ton of damage if we break his armor. And then after that, he's basically dead. Now, his Pretender God is still here in this province, but I don't know if he'll stay here. We also know he probably has a big army here. So it is possible that he moves his Pretender God out here to attack us. In which case, I think we're actually going to retreat here. I think we're going to... This guy, actually, we're not going to raid. It's almost certain he's going to attack from here to here. So we're going to move these guys up, and then, indeed, these guys are going to... What is he? 3 HP? We'll see if he put PD here, because this guy's going to die. He's diseased. So I guess we'll do this, and we'll script him to retreat, because maybe I can use him again next turn if he doesn't take this. Okay, this Dai Oni here is going to site search, and I need to make sure... Okay, his script is actually not ideal. We need to upgrade his script. This is going to be our default new script. I don't think we want... I think we'll do Legions of Steel. Or no, I guess we'll do Iron Skin first. Well, that's okay. We'll do Legions of Steel next. Iron Skin. Legions of Steel. And then for my final one, I'm not really sure. I think for right now, we're just going to do hold and attack. We'll do fire. That's actually okay. In case we get a bad event, or if he flies his god in, that would be a Jedi move, because I think we would be dead, and I'm pretty sure his god could go here, but it's unlikely he has scouting. So anyway, that is that. This one we already site searched, so I think we'll go ahead and take all... Well, his leadership actually sucks, so we're going to run up here. This guy's going to run up here too. We can't dodge it. This does have... We're going to get all diseased up in here. The arena, not really worth it. He could be sending his Pretender God to the arena. That would be kind of horrifying. Normally, I would love to send a Dai Oni, but knowing that Pretender God is around, I do not want to at all. But he's in a kind of desperate situation. I don't know if he's going to YOLO and send his Pretender God, because people do some funny things. But yeah. Okay, here we're going to defend, and then he has this fort of mine too. We're going to defend. It's going to take him this turn to start building, next turn to finish, and then I think he can start giving it to me the turn that he's done with that. So anyway, we'll defend here. These guys will keep moving up the chain. What are we going to do with this guy? He's got 9 HP. I think we're going to relinquish this, because we do not need it. And then... I think this guy's actually going to hang out up here. Okay, it's time to go in on this throne. Let's double check our script real quick. We've got Summon Earth Power, Iron Skin, Blessing, Legions of Steel. This one was Circle Masters, I think, so there would be a bit more Skelly spam. Anything I need versus them? You know, I don't really think so. You know, Phoenix Power might be funny, because that will get us a little higher in fire, and I think we're going to go off script some. Or I think when we do fire, we'll occasionally cast spells. So with higher fire magic, that will be fine. Our encumbrance is pretty low. I think we'll be okay with that script. Though we don't have too much reinvigoration. Okay, so now we need to figure out what we're going to do. I think this guy's going to search. I could, in theory, forge another... Okay, I've got a quill I need to figure out what to do with. I also have a Skull Mentor because Lanka started sending me these, so we're going to give that to him. And then coming down, we'll give you this quill. Search. I think I'm going to send to Lanka another hammer. And then on our dudes, I don't really know if... I don't think I need more hammers. I think it's time to start cranking through... we need more bracers of protection. I think actually... Okay, I kind of want to site search. I think I'm going to let Lanka site search this, though. I think here we're actually going to make another copper plate, since that was pretty useful. We're going to site search here. I could probably actually take this throne with this guy. Once I put a little... I don't even know if I need armor. Because I've got the shock resistance bless, I don't think I need anything to take it. Just casting Blessing and then Stone Skin, I would probably be able to kill all these guys. So like Blessing, Earth Power, Stone Skin, Legion... I don't know if I have Legion Steel. I have an encumbrance issue, so I guess I'd have to put an item on them. Anyway, we'll search, then we'll walk back over here and take this, and then that will be that. Okay, here we need to site search. because we're site searching Earth and Fire, we do want to prefer mountain provinces, so that's going to include this one. So we're going to go boop, boop. Oh wait, this one already has Earth 1 searched. Okay, this is where you got one of the mercs, the Ghoul Father. I think he was stationed here, so I don't know what he's going to recruit, but... So I think because of that, we're only Earth 2, so I think we'll go boop, boop, like that. And I think, I was thinking about it too, there's an interesting mechanic, I didn't talk about it during the national overview, so only those of you who finished watching the series will hear about this. But a very strange mechanic with Yomi, and I didn't know about it at the time of the national overview. And that is that some of these guys... So this is causing unrest. I think we're actually... This is going to be just a Yomi depository here. We're going to eventually turn this into a lab. If you have... Okay, what causes you to get free spawn? Well, we have the Dominion-based, or temple-based free spawn. So if we have a temple, we get free spawn. Like here you can see we're getting free spawn. We don't get a ton, but we get a fair amount. And we already talked about it, you get mostly the crappy ones, like the Ko-Oni plus these guys, the Aka-Oni, in these provinces, like Plains provinces. In mountain provinces, you can get some of the big guys. The Oni, or these guys with dark skin, the Kuro-Oni, who are better. And then the best guys, who are the Amano Jaku. And they are sacred, and they're not undisciplined. So you can use these guys as bodyguards, etc. I think we're going to take this guy out. So we'll move this guy up. But this kind of free spawn, the only thing that matters is that you have turmoil. It doesn't matter how much, and you have to have 1 Dominion point. But aside from that, you don't need anything else, and nothing's going to change it. However, these guys are different. They have a different mechanic. Oni Summoner. The Oni will only come if there is unrest or a turmoil scale in the province. The higher the unrest and turmoil, the greater the chance that Ko-Oni will appear. Now, I thought at first this meant, like, the way a lot of things work, like Chaos Power, it caps out at 3 turmoil. So you can't have, like, 4 Chaos Power if you have a lot of turmoil and unrest. It's caps. And I kind of thought that was how this works, but it's not. The more unrest you have in a province, the larger the amount of Oni free spawn you're going to get. And right now, when I only have 3 Oni Shugo, it's not very relevant, but it will become increasingly relevant later. So I think what we'll do is, this is going to be a central location for these forts. We're going to put a lab here, and then I'm eventually going to run all my dudes this way. But I'm not doing it quite yet, so anyway, that'll be for the future. I'll probably wait till I have an error random, and then I'll move him down and site search and build a lab. I guess it doesn't matter. I deal with whichever one, because, yeah. Anyway, so these guys are defending, that's good. I think I have hammers, which I'm not using, so I need to make sure I'm using my hammers. This guy also needs to scoot. I don't think I have an armor for him to wear. I don't. So because I do not have an armor for him to wear, I think he can still get pretty far. Yeah, he'll get here this turn and there next turn. How many hammers do I have left? Okay, I've used all my hammers, so that's good. I've got a slave collar. None of these I can really use. If at some point I think we're going to lose, I'm going to Bane Venom Charm his capital. Just because I wouldn't ever do that in a game where I didn't have a Bane Venom Charm from an event, but we're getting there. But I think I'm going to get him. I think I'm going to get him. Because if he kills both these Dai Oni, or even one of these Dai Oni, Lanka has nothing that he can do to kill him right now. I mean, there's always something you can do, but we just do not have that tool at the moment. So we'll have to figure out what that tool is going to be. Because right now this is kind of our only bet. I think our tool after that is going to be having Horde of Skeletons and overwhelm them with skeletons. Mixed in with like a super combatant or something. So that is kind of our plan at the moment. And I think that's it for this turn. You can see I switched up my research priorities. Like when I'm doing well in a game, and I'm confident, usually my research won't change that much. But here, we're just like, oh, going Alteration 5. Shit, we can't kill this guy. Alteration, or Enchantment 5. Yeah. Conjuration 4, I need to spend Death Gems, which, speaking of which, I need to send a bunch of Death Gems to Lanka. So I think we'll go ahead and send him a healthy 40. And that will be good. You can see our Death Gem income is just ridiculous, which is really, really good if you're playing Yomi. Because we're going to need it for Skull Mentors, and we're also going to need it for our Shikomi. Because otherwise your research just sucks. But that's okay. Okay, I think we were doing one other thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. You know, I think I may switch off of these. Well, these guys are pretty expensive. I know I'd spent... Oh, I'm sending some money to Lanka. Let's send him about 400. He's probably getting some of his own gold events too. But some of this, I've already sent him way more than he's going to spend in upgrading these forts, but that's okay. Okay, I think that's about it for this turn. So this is the big play. Let's double check our scripts. We've got Summon Earth Power, Curse Spirit, Animate Dead, and then cast spells. And then here we've got Summon Earth Power, Blessing. This guy has really high encumbrance though, so he's not going to be able to cast that much before he fatigues out. Which is a bit unfortunate. But this is only going to cost, what, 20... Yeah. He'll be able to cast a fair amount. It's not the spell that's going to be a lot of encumbrance, or fatigue, it's going to be his armor. Stupid freaking armor. Anyway. Forging Bracers here. You know, I might save these. I don't really know if Bracers is the next play. Probably need a hat. So I'm probably actually going to forge something with this fire dude. Just make a little fire hat here. Have him research. Yeah. I think that is the play. And anyway, wish me luck. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for this guy because he's 1v2 and he has very innovative strategies. But I'm also just scheming relentlessly to figure out how to actually kill this Pretender God. So anyway, I think there's a 50% chance we kill him, 25% chance we die, and 25% chance that he escapes. And yeah, in addition, he could just not patrol. He could just hang out. But I think he's waiting for some critical research targets. Like, I think he's waiting for Alt 4. Let's see what alteration he's waiting for. Alteration 3, probably, which he probably already has, almost. Yeah, he's probably super close. Yeah. Maybe, actually, maybe this turn he forges something. I don't know. It's really hard to predict. He's going to have more Fomorian Giant King super combatants coming out. But we'll have to see. It's going to be really hard to predict his movement, too. I mean, right now, he's just being very conservative. Not overextending. And because of that, we have to be really careful. We can't finish him off. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.